Hey guys, it's Paige from Mocarz, and in today's episode, we're going to talk about the Volvo C40 Recharge and XC40 Recharge. So tasteful interior and exterior design, clever interior storage solutions, great safety ratings, and so much more. But before we dive into the intricacies of the Volvo C40 Recharge and XC40 Recharge, make sure to hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss our exclusive automotive updates. Let's put the pedal to the metal then. So there was a time, young children, when rear-wheel drive Volvos were a thing. In fact, until the introduction of the 850 in 1992, everyone would just take their kids to and from school every snowy winter. But we've entered a new electric age when front-wheel drive no longer has the advantage of an engine to weigh down the wheels, and we're tickled to learn Volvo's first single-motor electric luxury SUVs, the 2024 XC40 Recharge and the coupe profile C40 Recharge, will employ rear-wheel drive, just as God and Gustav Larsen intended. And if that's not enough, all-wheel drive versions now have a rear power bias. The single-motor version of both cars we capitalize because that's what Volvo calls them, employ a new 248 horsepower drive motor developed and built in-house by Volvo. It's fed by a new 82 kWh battery that provides 297 miles of driving range in the C40 Recharge and 293 in the slightly less aerodynamic XC40 Recharge. Volvo anticipates a 0 to 60 of 6.9 seconds, a number that based on our previous testing is probably about a quarter second on the conservative side. The same motor with output cranked up to 255 horsepower will also be used on the twin-motor all-wheel drive vehicles, and it's now paired with a supplier-built 147 horsepower motor for the front wheels and a synchronous unit that produces less drag when it isn't supplying power. Total output is 402 horsepower, same as the outgoing 2023 vehicle, though torque is slightly up to 494 pound-feet. Volvo claims the same 4.5 second 0 to 60 miles per hour time as the outgoing car. We timed the XC40 Recharge to 60 in 4.2, and we reckon the new version will deliver as much scoot. Oddly enough, twin-motor vehicles don't get the new battery. They make do with the same 78 kWh unit in the current cars. Improvement in motor efficiency have resulted in a driving range increase to 257 miles for the C40 and 253 for the XC40, an upgrade of 31 and 30 miles respectively. But although the single motor's bigger battery can charge at up to 200 kilowatts, charging from 10 to 80% in 28 minutes, according to Volvo, the twin motor battery still tops out at 150 kilowatts, requiring 34 minutes for the same charge. That's it. As Volvo points out, you get more miles out of the 80%. So let's start with the 2024 Volvo C4 Recharge Twin, moral luxury SUV. We found the acceleration is no less of a grain generator than before. Not all electric cars feel as quick as they actually are, but the new 2024 twin-motor Volvos sure as heck do. Our response is instantaneous, and it doesn't feel like it trails off significantly as speeds climb. Volvo digital speedometer adds to the fun. It doesn't skip numbers, but rapidly flips through them all like a prop in a sci-fi movie. We'll admit to enjoying the skyrocketing figures almost as much as the acceleration itself. One thing we didn't enjoy though was the one-pedal driving mode, because we noticed a slight delay between lifting off the accelerator and the onset of regenerative braking, which made it difficult to modulate deceleration. Oddly, the C40 hesitates before braking, but not before accelerating, so to drive smoothly we had to lift off the pedal early and step on it late. Sound weird? Now wait till you drive it yourself. As to how the rear power bias affects the driving experience, it was too subtle to discern on the roads we drove the all-electric SUV on. If you got the go pedal coming out of curves, the Volvo actuates both motors and launches itself like the proverbial cannonball. Also, the back roads around Gothenburg are really narrow, so we weren't taking heroic actions to provoke any tail-out responses. For the next lap, we drove a 2024 Volvo XC40 Recharge with a single-motor setup. The twin-motor is a tough act to follow, and our first thought when we goosed the accelerator was, boy, that's slow. But it isn't. The single-motor XC40 electric SUV offers the same right-now power delivery as the twin-motor car, just less of it. Merging onto the highway, zipping away from the traffic lights or passing slower traffic, the single-motor Volvos do all of the above, as well as or better than your average gasoline-powered SUV. The twin-motor cars merely do it that much better. We did try a bit harder to promote the single-motor car into a little back-end misbehavior, the only indication of which wheels were getting the juice was a flashing stability control light as we whizzed out of the corners. Volvo pointed out that the latest advances in electronic stability control mean a rear-drive EV can handle winter driving conditions better than a front-wheel drive combustion engine vehicle. Again, we decided to wait for the safety of our test track before turning off all the nannies and seeing if the latest C40 is as much of a drifter as the rear-drive Kia EV6. Other than the powertrain changes and a couple of new paint colors and a new wheel design for the C40, those cars are unchanged from the 23 models. The aspects we like, attractive styling, excellent interior packaging in the X40 are unchanged, as are the aspects we don't. Interior could use nicer material, center screen is smallish, but we're pleased Volvo now has a model that approaches the 300-mile range, and we're glad to see the company has upped the charging rate somewhat, at least for the rear drive models. We asked Volvo when twin Mocarz will get the 82 kWh battery. The company reps hemmed and hard in a way that made us think it will get here, but not especially soon. So this is it, guys, concise and precise as always. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the refined sophistication of the 2024 two electric models of Volvo. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more exclusive automotive content, and leave a comment below sharing your thoughts, and stay tuned to Mocarz for the latest updates.